Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the intriguing world of the lone wolf personality. You know, they're often seen as these enigmatic figures, kind of like those shadowy characters in a David Lynch film, but in real life. They operate on their own terms, man. They're not afraid to walk their own path, even if it means going against the grain. Stay tuned to discover some fascinating facts about these unique individuals. All right, let's talk about independence, man. This is where the lone wolf really shines. They're not the type to rely on others for their happiness or success. They'd rather figure things out on their own, forge their own path, you know? They're like those solo explorers, venturing into uncharted territory without a map. They embrace the unknown, man. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty, to struggle a little bit. In fact, they thrive on it. It's in those moments of solitude and self-reliance that they truly discover themselves. It's like they're saying, I got this. I don't need anyone holding my hand. And you know what? They usually do got it. They're resourceful, man. Now, lone wolves, they're not just about action, man. They're also deep thinkers. They spend a lot of time in their own heads, reflecting on their thoughts, their experiences, the whole damn universe. They're introspective, man. They're trying to understand themselves, their place in the world, all that deep stuff. It's like they're on this constant quest for knowledge, but not just any knowledge, man. They want the kind of knowledge that helps them understand the human condition and the meaning of life, all those big questions. They're not afraid to get existential, you know? And this introspection, it's not some self-indulgent thing, man. It's what fuels their creativity, their drive, their unique perspective on the world. Now, this is a big one, man. Solitude, lone wolves, they need it. It's like oxygen for them. After being around people, even people they like, they need to recharge their batteries in solitude. It's not that they're antisocial or anything, they just value their alone time, man. It's in those quiet moments that they can truly connect with themselves, their thoughts, their creativity. Think of it like this. The lone wolf is out there hunting all day, using its senses, staying sharp. But even a wolf needs to rest, to sharpen its claws, to be alone with its thoughts. That's what solitude is for the lone wolf. It's a chance to regroup, to come back stronger, more focused. Chapter 4. Self-motivation, the internal engine. Lone wolves don't need someone breathing down their neck. They're self-motivated. They set their own goals, hold themselves accountable. No need for external validation, driven by an internal fire to achieve and create. They have an internal compass pointing to their true north. They trust their instincts and judgment, and it usually works out well for them. Chapter 5. Misunderstood, the price of nonconformity. Lone wolves, they're often misunderstood. People see them doing their own thing and think, what's wrong with that guy? But they're just comfortable in their own skin. They're not afraid to be different. That can be intimidating to some people. They're not bound by the same need for approval, and that can be a beautiful thing. Chapter 6. Strong sense of self, knowing who you are. Lone wolves know who they are. They have a strong sense of self. They know their values, beliefs and boundaries. They're not swayed by others. They stay true to themselves. This is who I am, take it or leave it. Chapter 7. Observant, noticing the details. Lone wolves, they're observers, man. They're always paying attention to their surroundings, taking it all in. They notice the details that other people miss. They're like those detectives in the movies, picking up on the subtle cues, the unspoken language. They're always analysing, processing information. It's like their minds are always working, trying to piece together the puzzle of human behaviour. And this observational skill, it's not just some parlour trick, man. It's what allows them to connect with people on a deeper level. They see through the bullshit, the facades, and they get to the heart of who someone really is. Chapter 8. Creativity, the art of the lone wolf. Now, this is where things get really interesting, man. Lone wolves, they're often highly creative. All that time spent in their own heads, reflecting, observing, it fuels their imaginations. They see the world differently, man. They're not afraid to think outside the box, to challenge the status quo. They're the artists, the writers, the musicians, the entrepreneurs, the innovators. They're the ones who are pushing the boundaries, breaking down walls, creating something new and beautiful out of nothing. It's like they have this direct line to the source of creativity, man. They tap into something deep within themselves, something primal, something raw. Chapter 9. Resilience, bouncing back from setbacks. Let's be real, man. Life throws curveballs. We all go through tough times. But lone wolves, they have this incredible resilience. They don't let setbacks break them. They dust themselves off, they learn from their mistakes, and they come back stronger. It's like they have this inner strength, this unwavering belief in themselves. They know that failure is just a part of the journey, man. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to evolve. They don't shy away from challenges, they embrace them. They're like those trees that have weathered countless storms, their roots growing deeper with each passing season. Now, lone wolves, they're not hermits, man. They don't completely isolate themselves from the world. They have friends, they have relationships, but they're carefully curated. They value quality over quantity when it comes to their social circle. They'd rather have a few close friends, people they can truly connect with on a deep level, than a large group of acquaintances. They're not interested in superficial relationships, man. They want the real deal. It's like they have this inner circle, this trusted group of individuals who they know they can always count on. These are the people who get them, who accept them for who they are, quirks and all. Let's face it, man, there's something alluring about lone wolves. Their reserved nature, their air of mystery, it draws people in. They're like those enigmatic characters in a film noir, shrouded in shadows, their motives unclear. We're drawn to their quiet confidence, their independence, their unwillingness to conform. They represent something that many of us crave, the freedom to be ourselves, to live life on our own terms. It's like they hold the key to some hidden knowledge, some secret to living a more authentic and fulfilling life. Lone wolves, they're self-sufficient, man. They don't rely on others to take care of them. They've got their own backs. They know how to handle their own finances, their own health, their own well-being. They're not afraid to roll up their sleeves and get things done. They're resourceful, they're practical, they're problem solvers. They don't wait for someone else to come and save the day. They take charge of their own lives. It's like they have this inner compass that guides them towards self-reliance, towards taking ownership of their own destiny. Now, you might not expect this, but lone wolves can make great leaders, man. They're not afraid to take charge, to forge their own path. They lead by example, inspiring others with their vision, their determination, their unwavering belief in themselves. They're not motivated by power or control. They're driven by a desire to make a difference, to leave the world a better place than they found it. It's like they have this innate ability to see the bigger picture, to connect the dots that others miss. They're not afraid to challenge the status quo, to shake things up. Above all else, lone wolves value authenticity, man. They're not interested in fake smiles and superficial conversations. They crave genuine connection, real talk, raw emotion. They're not afraid to be vulnerable, to let people see their true selves. They're turned off by bullshit, by phoniness, by people who are trying to be something they're not. They're drawn to people who are comfortable in their own skin, who are unapologetically themselves. It's like they have this built-in bullshit detector, man. They can spot a phony a mile away. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the lone wolf personality, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more fascinating insights. Lone wolves, man, they're a fascinating breed. They remind us that it's okay to be different, to embrace our individuality, to forge our own path. See you next time.